54 games. That's all it took. 54 games for one player to do something nobody in WNBA history had ever done that fast. Not in 60 games, not in 70, 54. Think about that for a second. A rookie contract, a couple of injury scares, one shortened season, and she still got there faster than anyone who's ever laced up in this league. And the record she just broke? It belonged to a legend who spent 2 decades on top of this league, a 6-time Olympic gold medalist, the WNBA's all-time leading scorer. We will get to what that legend said when she found out her name got erased from the record book. But first, you need to understand what just happened in Indiana, and more importantly, how we got here. Quick ask before we dive in, subscribe and drop a comment, because I read every single one, and it genuinely helps this channel keep growing. West Des Moines, Iowa. Not exactly a basketball factory. Not Compton, not Chicago, not some AAU pipeline city where every kid on the block has a shoe deal by 14. Caitlin Clark grew up in a house where sports just happened to be the family language. Her mom played college basketball, and her 2 older brothers were the ones who taught her to compete like she had something to prove every single night. In that house, there was no such thing as a friendly game. You lost, you sat out, you waited for next. She wasn't the tallest kid in the gym. She wasn't the flashiest name on anybody's national radar as a kid. What she had was a garage hoop, 2 brothers who wouldn't take it easy on her, and a habit of shooting from ranges that made grown coaches shake their heads. She played at Dowling Catholic High School, close enough to home that most of the country had no idea who she was until she was already good enough that it didn't matter. That's where this started. Not in a 5-star training academy in some warm weather state. In a driveway in Iowa, getting worked by her brothers until the sun went down. Then she got to the league, and the noise started. Analysts lined up to say the same thing. College success doesn't translate. The threes that fell in the Big Ten wouldn't fall against WNBA length and speed. The turnovers would pile up. The physicality would expose her. Even one of the game's all-time greats went on national television before Clark ever played a professional minute and delivered a warning heard around the basketball world. "Reality is coming," she said. "There's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it." That wasn't some random internet troll typing from a couch. That was Diana Taurasi, 6-time Olympic gold medalist, the WNBA's all-time leading scorer, telling the world to pump the brakes on the hype. And plenty of people agreed with her. The message was clear across every corner of the basketball conversation. Whatever Clark did in college, the pros were going to humble her fast, and it was only a matter of time before the league found her limits. Here's what people missed while they were busy doubting her. Clark didn't show up to the WNBA and coast on a jump shot. She rebuilt parts of her game in real time, on the fly, against professional length and speed she'd never seen in college. And it wasn't a straight line up. Her second season took a real hit. Stats dipped across the board, and an injury limited her to just 13 games. A brutal setback for a player who'd never known anything but climbing. That's the part of this story that doesn't get talked about enough. The season where the doubters felt like they were finally getting proven right. But instead of shrinking after that, she came back this offseason and suited up for Team USA, grinding through World Cup qualifying games all the way down in Puerto Rico. She went 5-0 with the national team, averaging over 11 points and more than 6 assists a game, taking on jersey number 12, a number that used to belong to somebody else entirely, somebody who'd worn it to 6 gold medals. That's the quiet work most highlight reels skip. The rehab, the qualifiers, the number on her back that came with expectations attached before she'd played a single Olympic minute in it. May 9th, 2026. Gainbridge, Fieldhouse, Indianapolis. Season opener. Fever versus the Dallas Wings, a game Indiana would actually go on to lose in a shootout. But buried inside that loss was a piece of history. In that game, Caitlin Clark became the fastest player in WNBA history to reach 1,000 points, 250 rebounds, and 250 assists. The marker scouts used to measure a true all-around force, not just a scorer. Let's put that in context. She got there in 54 career games. 54. The previous record for that exact milestone belonged to Diana Taurasi. The same Diana Taurasi who once warned the world that reality was coming for Clark. Taurasi needed 62 games to get there. Clark did it in 54. 8 games faster than a first ballot legend. 8 games faster than the woman who told her there were levels to this thing. 54 games. Let that number sit with you for a second, because it took the rest of the league years to even approach what Clark had already done before some of her own teammates had learned every play in the book. 54 games, 1 record, 1 legend's name off the top of the list. And it's not the only name in that conversation. Around that same stretch, Clark also became the second player in WNBA history to hit 5 3-pointers in a game 10 separate times in a career, trailing only one player on that list. You guessed it, Taurasi again, at 25 games. 2 different milestones, 2 different measuring sticks, and the same name sitting at the top of both of them, watching a 24-year-old close the gap in real time. This isn't a one-off hot streak. This is a pattern. And through all of it, Taurasi never stayed quiet, and she never stayed in one place with her opinion either. Less than 2 months into Clark's rookie year, after watching Clark drop a triple-double against her own Phoenix Mercury, Taurasi flipped the script completely. What Caitlin's been able to do in her short career so far has just been nothing short of remarkable, Taurasi said. The one thing that I really love about her is she really loves the game. You can tell she's put the work in. Then, months later, when Clark was handed Taurasi's old number 12 for Team USA, Taurasi didn't flinch. She embraced it. I spent 2 decades wearing that jersey and that number, and I couldn't think of anyone better to take it, Taurasi said. Caitlin's gonna put some gold medals on that jersey. The same player who warned the league that reality was coming for Clark became one of her loudest, most public supporters. That's not a small thing. That's the standard bearer of an entire era looking at the next one and saying, I see it, and I'm passing the torch myself. So where does this go from here? Clark is 24 years old right now. The 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles are 2 years away. She'd be 26, right in the middle of her prime, wearing the number Taurasi wore to 6 gold medals, chasing a 7th for the program on American soil in front of a home crowd. If she's breaking records this fast at 24, what does 26 look like? What does 30 look like when she's fully healthy for a full season with a roster built entirely around her? The Fever are building around her right now, adding pieces every offseason to finally put a real contender on the floor beside her. And if the injuries stay away, that's the real if in this whole story. The next few seasons aren't just about staying healthy. They're about how many more of these records are even left standing by the time she's done. And it's not just the Fever's timeline that's on the clock. The whole league is being reshaped around what she's doing on the floor. Attendance numbers, TV deals, expansion talks, all of it tied in some way to a point guard out of Iowa who was supposed to need time to adjust. She's 24. Taurasi didn't retire until she was 42. If Clark plays anywhere close to that long, the record book isn't just going to have a few new names in it. It's going to have to be rewritten from the ground up. So here's the question for the comments. Does Caitlin Clark end her career as the greatest to ever do it? Ahead of Taurasi? Ahead of everybody who's ever played this game? Yes or no? Tell me why down below. I read every single one. And if you want the full breakdown of exactly how her Team USA run in Germany goes this summer, that video's coming, so make sure you're subscribed for it.